Alright, so the third area, we call it the fruity front. There's the edge of my fence, neighbor's side. Right here in this front area, we have two types of currants. Daylilies are down in here. Oregano grows wild. There's some lavender back in there, tarragon, mullein, flowers, things that smell good, hopefully make the neighbor nice. And then we've got the fruit trees. So the first one's an Ida Red, and that green back there, that's all weeds. Along the fence is also garden. Usually put flowers out there. Blueberries, and we've got flowers down on the side of the blueberries. Sorry, shadow's kind of interrupting things. I'll try and keep that. There is the Honeycrisp apple. Another blueberry. I think this one's a Spartan, Cornicane. Pretty sure it's a Spartan though. I'd have to look at my notebook to remember. And there's asparagus in this bed. Gonna be digging that out and putting it alongside the greenhouse instead of out here under the fruit trees. Another blueberry. That one looks really healthy. European pear. Another blueberry. And an Asian pear. And then a couple of pots for things. That thing back there we just picked up. It was a butterfly bush. And then, like I said, we usually plant dahlias or sunflowers along the back there. It's about 80 feet by 80 by 20-ish or so. Then yeah, more potted herbs and stuff here. That one's a curry plant. That's kind of interesting. We just picked these pots up. I have no idea what's in them. And then this right here is along the front of our house. I don't know that the hog panel will stay there. We're talking about fencing in the front, but I'm not sure. There's rosemary there. I love rosemary, so I plant it pretty much everywhere. And tulips and daffodil bulbs and crocus are all down in here. My lovely neighbors bought me a wisteria plant, and I was pretty excited about it. It's a light purple, and I've always wanted a wisteria, and they bought it for me for my birthday last year. It made me very, very happy. Again, in here, there's probably daylilies and glads and other things. I plan on planting more herbs out here. I listened to a podcast, and he said something that totally made sense. Plant your herbs on your way to your mailbox. You plant or you go to your mailbox pretty much every day if you live in suburbia like I do, and your mailboxes are right there. So what better way to see what herbs you have and pick them for dinner? And I love that tip, so I'll be using it. The arbor, and again, more herbs. There's a bunch of lemon balm in here, and then, my lovely pines. I'm hoping that I can get those taken down, but I don't actually know. And then last but not least, this area actually gets quite a bit of sun during the day, so I have a four-way plum tree right here, and flowers and whatnot planted in here, and put all my clippings or droppings. I don't clip my trees, but all the leaves and stuff that drop we end up putting out here, and then I cover them with dirt in the spring. This really lush grass stuff, I believe, is oats. I'm not sure, but it didn't used to be here, and it comes up thick and beautiful every year. That space up in the corner next to the front of the house, it gets sun for about 3 hours a day, and that's it. But I'm contemplating pulling out all the rocks that were there when we moved in, because they just look messy. I don't have a blower. I have no intention of blowing out my rocks. That just sounds stupid. And these pots, they break every time it freezes, and I'm not proactive enough to bring them in. So if we can get our trees to come down, then this will actually get quite a bit of sun during the day. And I thought it'd be really good to put some herbs and flowers and stuff in here. And I'd rather weed it than pick out dirt out of the rocks. So anyway, that's what we have going on, and I thought I'd share. And any tips you have would be great. Thanks, bye.